Happy Halloween. Halloween, Halloween. Happy Halloween from my little world. Hello everybody, it's October 31st and we are here on our channel starting a Spookylicious Halloween party. Everybody's welcome. Come over guys and listen to our spooky story, everybody. Okay guys, before we start with the spooky story, I just wanted you to see the girls and their costumes, because once we turn off the light, there will be only a candlelight flicking in the background. But before we start, as I said, let's see what Lulu and Ella are wearing, and they both are wearing the costumes from Auntie Deanna and Uncle Joe from over at Love My Boys here on YouTube. They sent us these amazing costumes at their Happy Mail, which we opened a few days ago. And little Ella, she's a little tiger. Look at that! We haven't seen Ella for a while. She's wearing this cute velour or velvety tiger costume with even a detachable tail, this thing that you can detach it, and little tiger hood. And she's playing with her ghost toy. And here is Lulu, and she has a pumpkin witch costume on. We got this gorgeous little tutu dress and this cute pumpkin toy, and I kind of like tied it up, the whole outfit, with this little hat, and I think she looks good and she's all ready for the story, guys. And Charlie's not wearing his costume. Everyone who has been following me on Instagram, everyone could see us, Charlie and I, attending a Spooky Pooch parade at Chicago Botanical Garden 2 weeks ago. I will post the pictures of that hopefully in the end. But guys, let's proceed with the story. Okay, Lulu. Okay, Ella. Charlie, are you ready for tonight's spooky Halloween story? Okay, Lulu, don't get all upset. And Lulu, stop with the little attitude finger. Do not point the finger at mommy. That is not polite. So, I actually had few stories that I was deciding on tonight. But I picked the story of Jack-o'-lantern because it's Halloween. I think it's very, very vital. You guys know how this whole Jack-o'-lantern pumpkin thing came about. So, let me start the story. You make yourself all comfortable. Ella is all snuggled. Lulu is listening very intently while Charlie is already asleep. But let's start. There was once a man named Jack who was a nasty fellow. He beat his wife and kids and was all-around bad chap. Jack got worse and worse as the years rolled by, but finally Jack's body got so worn out that he died. He went up to heaven, but St. Peter refused to let such a wretched fellow in. Then he went to hell, but the devil barred the door as soon as he saw Jack coming and wouldn't let him either in. "Go away and don't come back," the devil told Jack. "How am I supposed to get back in the dark?" Jack grumbled. "Give me a lantern." So the devil threw a chunk of molten fire out to Jack, who took it for his lantern and went back to Earth, where he wanders forever through the swamps and marshlands of the earth, a bitter spirit whose only delight was in luring the unwary to their doom with his lamp. So that is actually the story how we came to use jack-o'-lanterns during the Halloween night. Well, guys, that was the story. Is it the time for bed? Lulu and Ella. Oh, well, I know, guys, I know it was short story. Maybe I could add something more. Maybe from something from our own experience as the last year. So let me start here saying that when we moved into this house, guys, and you know I have a very weak spot for haunted houses. When we moved into this house, I had no idea about the area. So we have been living here for about a year and a half or 2 years. When once I actually was grabbing a lunch with Kimberly from Kimberly's Cocoon here on YouTube, and we were chatting, and I kind of mentioned intersection near to my house, and she goes, "Oh my goodness, so you live in a Dunning area?" And I had no idea, guys, what she meant. So then she explained to me that actually I am living in a haunted area, the most haunted area in Chicago, guys. Years and years and years ago, in this area, not even far away from us, there was a huge old building, historical building, and that building used to be a sanitarium. When it opened in 1854, it wasn't actually an insane asylum at all. The Cook County Infirmary was a poor farm and almshouse. County officials opened its doors to people who were poor or fallen hard times and they couldn't take care of themselves or to earn a living. They didn't provide very many services, but they were just giving the basic care to people on streets. What they really provided were just a place to sleep and food. But from the very beginning, many of the poor people who were sent to live at the almshouse had mental illnesses, guys. In some ways, it's almost similar to what we have today. And in that, we have a lot of people who are homeless and living on streets, and a significant portion of them are people with mental disorders or mental issues, which I don't mean in any bad way. I'm actually reading from this article here online. So the county added an insane department to the almshouse, and then, guys, in 1870, it built a separate Cook County Insane Asylum on the grounds. So, guys, not even far away from me, there used to be an insane asylum, and conditions in this insane asylum were horrific according to all documents that I have been reading. There were no good conditions. They were people disappearing there. That means that if you got in there, you wouldn't come out alive. A lot of undocumented deaths, lost bodies, just a mess, guys, just a mess. Your typical insane asylum movie material, I'm telling you. You could, I'm going to read from an article here. You could think of this place as the prototypical evil dark asylum of literature, Mayer says. There wasn't much treatment. People, they weren't fed well. The food was terrible. We evil filled. People didn't get any kind of medical care that they ought to get. For many years, this was a really terrible place, guys. So, according to a Tribune reporter who described Dunning's poorhouse as a shambling, helter-skelter series of wooden buildings, there were just dejected-looking people wandering the premises aimlessly, guys. What is it, Charlie? So, as I said, this place was a total mess almost from the beginning, guys. Conditions were horrendous. people just wandering the premises aimlessly. Can you imagine that? The place was designed for about 400-500 people, to house 400-500 people together with employees. And it already, almost from the beginning, they had like 1,000 or 1,200 people. So the number of people living there in horrendous conditions was double what it was supposed to be. But staff was just doing horrible things. And also together with this insane asylum, guys, actually there were also in nearby cemeteries where people who disappeared from Dunning were buried. So I'm living on haunted place, guys, here in Chicago. Did I notice any funny ghostly appearances in my house? Not yet, but I have to tell you, sometimes in the middle of the night I can hear strange sounds, like something falls, and when we go check it, there's nothing actually on the floor. Nothing is broken. All these creaks and cracks. Sometimes my husband would say, oh, the house is settling, you know, it's sitting down, or I don't know the exact term, but that's what they say when the house is just croaking in the middle of the night. But I'm telling you, sometimes I do feel like people who departed here, who were abused and probably maybe even killed in Dunning. Maybe all these people, their souls are wandering still this earth, looking for resolution. So I know this was really scary story, guys, but this is a role play, of course, and the babies cannot really understand what's going on. So this was more for the entertainment of adult ladies here on YouTube. So I really hope, guys, that you enjoyed 2 of my spooky stories. One was Jack-o'-lantern story, which I thought it would be great to start Halloween party with. And the other one was actually the true story of the area that I live nearby, guys. There, I wanna finish this Dunning story with saying that there was probably 35,000 bodies buried all around this area. There is actually a Dunning Memorial that city built in a memory of all these bodies who have been uncovered, which have been around 34,000. There is a memorial for all these people because they are undocumented for the most part. So that is creepy. Now that's creepy. So actually now I'm scrolling down the article and I want to make a correction. There was 38,000 people buried and then forgotten. That's what they call it. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed our Spookylishious party. I hope everybody has been having a fabulous Spookylishious Halloween. We want to wish you a wonderful spooks, a lot of candy, because I have been munching on mine as well. Let's be honest, when we hand out the candy, we also eat the candy. So yeah, tomorrow, well, maybe not tomorrow, but maybe I will be enjoying the rest of the candy, the leftovers till Sunday, and then from Monday we'll start the new health lifestyle. But for now, let's have Halloween fun. Everybody is loved here, guys. We are sending a Spookylicious warm greetings from my little world, and we want to wish you a wonderful spooky Halloween, and we will talk to you tomorrow or possibly on Friday. But during the weekend I have some fun planned, so stick around, guys. And once again, thank you so much for attending our Halloween Spookylicious party, and we will see you soon. Bye. Ooh, happy Halloween! Oh, wait, baby, stop it.